Welcome, fellow dino enthusiasts. Today, we're diving deep into the prehistoric seas and soaring high into the ancient skies to meet some of the most fascinating creatures from the age of dinosaurs. But hold your breath, these aren't your average dinos. We're talking about the kings and queens of the ocean and air. So grab your snorkels and wings, let's jump in. Plesiosaurus, the long-necked swimmer. Let's start with our first underwater superstar, the Plesiosaurus. Picture this, long neck, flippers, and a body built for gliding through the water like an Olympic swimmer. If that swimmer was also 30 feet long and ate fish for breakfast. Plesiosaurus lived in the oceans during the Jurassic period, around 200 million years ago. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why such a long neck? Is that even practical? Well, scientists are still trying to figure that one out. Some say Plesiosaurus used its neck to sneak up on schools of fish, like a super stealthy underwater giraffe. Imagine this. You're a small fish minding your business, and out of nowhere comes a giant neck snatching you up for lunch. Not a good day for you, my friend. And get this, early paleontologists actually thought Plesiosaurus could tie its long neck into knots. Thankfully, that's been debunked, because can you imagine the chiropractor bills for that? Pteranodon, the master of the skies. Next up, we're flying high with the Pteranodon, a creature with a wingspan of 33 feet. That's bigger than a small airplane. These guys ruled the skies during the late Cretaceous period, about 70 million years ago. And if you think they had feathers like birds, think again. These fellas were all skin and bones. They'd glide gracefully over the ocean, swooping down to catch fish with their beak. Basically, imagine a giant pelican from your nightmares. But here's the kicker. Scientists are still debating whether pteranodons could even flap their wings. Some believe they were gliders using air currents like a hang glider. So next time you're at the beach and see a seagull dive bombing for a French fry, just imagine a pteranodon doing the same thing, but with fish and no mercy. And fun fact, despite their size, they didn't have teeth. Yep, all that fish catching with just a toothless beak. Talk about precision. Mosasaurus, the oceanic menace. Time to meet the Mosasaurus, the apex predator of the ancient oceans. Imagine a mix between a crocodile and a shark, but you know, scarier. These marine reptiles could grow up to 60 feet long. That's about the length of 2 school buses. Mosasaurus wasn't just content with fish. Oh no, it snacked on other marine reptiles, birds, and pretty much anything that got in its way. If you were swimming back then, you'd want to stay as far away as possible from this guy. Trust me. And here's something you won't believe. Mosasaurus wasn't a true dinosaur. Technically, it's classified as a marine reptile. Think of it like the distant cousin that shows up at family gatherings. He's not really a dino, but we let him hang out with the cool crowd anyway. Their hunting style was intense. They'd launch their massive bodies out of the water like a missile to catch flying reptiles. And let's not forget their powerful jaws lined with sharp teeth. Basically, if the Mosasaurus was around today, the ocean would be a no-swim zone. Quetzalcoatlus, the sky titan. Buckle up, because we're about to meet the largest flying animal of all time, the Quetzalcoatlus. With a wingspan of over 40 feet, this behemoth was like a flying giraffe. It didn't even need to live near water. Quetzalcoatlus would glide over ancient plains, snatching up small dinosaurs or whatever else it fancied for lunch. Imagine looking up and seeing a shadow the size of a small jet overhead. No thanks. Some scientists think it might have even stalked its prey on foot. Yes, you heard that right. Quetzalcoatlus may have walked on land like a giant stork from your nightmares. And when it wasn't walking, it was soaring over 10,000 feet in the air, using thermals like a modern-day vulture. So the next time you're watching birds from your window, just imagine a Quetzalcoatlus strolling by like, "Hey, do you have any snacks?" Ichthyosaurus, the dolphin-like reptile. Our final contender is the Ichthyosaurus, a marine reptile that looks suspiciously like a dolphin, even though it wasn't a mammal. Ichthyosaurus could zip through the water at high speeds using its streamlined body and powerful tail. It lived around 250 million years ago, long before the other dinosaurs on our list. With its large eyes and swift movements, Ichthyosaurus was like the Formula One racer of the ancient seas. But what made Ichthyosaurus special was its ability to dive deep, just like modern dolphins and whales. Its large eyes helped it see in the dim light of the deep ocean, and its streamlined body allowed it to hunt squid and fish with lightning speed. Picture an ancient underwater highway, and Ichthyosaurus is the sports car zipping past all the slow-moving traffic. And there you have it, folks, the most incredible creatures that ruled the ocean and the air during the time of the dinosaurs. Whether they were gliding through the sky or swimming beneath the waves, these prehistoric animals were true rulers of their realms. Who knows what other mysteries the ancient seas and skies hold? Until next time, keep exploring and keep imagining.